Hi everybody, CohhCarnage here with another little video. I've been having a lot of fun with my mage playthrough, my second playthrough, and we have found, with the help of the internet, a farm spot in this game that's probably the absolute best spot there is. So before we begin, let me show you super quick what we're dealing with. So first of all, we are right here on the map. We are at the Palace Approach Ledge Road Bonfire, and what I'm going to do is show you the farm spot and then show you how to get here. So first of all, this is a two-part farm spot. The first thing is bring a bow. If you want to do the one I'm about to show you, it's probably the quickest and easiest. However, I think some people will find it a little bit exploity, and you'll see why here in a second. So I'm using the rock sling spell because of the range. But yeah, basically what you want to do is if you see down there's a bird. After you get up from your bonfire, he will be pathing away. Like I said, a bow's easier, but you can get away with rock sling every so often. What you want to do is essentially come down here, target the bird, and hit it once. And that will aggro the bird onto you, like this. Now, if it works properly, which it didn't that time, if it doesn't work, then you just go back here. If it works properly, and by working properly, I mean the task failing successfully, what will happen is that bird will charge at you. And funny enough, even though it is a burb, it does not fly. And because of that, what it does is there's this nice big old ledge right under its burby feet. And if he ends up running off that ledge, like that, watch my souls. Plus 11,038 souls. Now, when you get this thing down right and you get the timing right, you literally can just spawn this thing for 11,000 souls as often as you want to by resetting at this bonfire. So that's the first thing you can do. If you want to do that, you absolutely can. You can get an obscene amount of runes in the time that you're here. It's absolutely crazy. Now, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to, because guess what? This is probably the second best farm spot in the game. These little guys right here are not aggro, and they're pretty low HP, and they're worth 2k souls a pop. So what you can do is you can come down here with your big old sword. You can probably nearly one-shot most of them. You can kill these entry guys, get 2k souls. Now, these big red dudes are going to need to watch out for because they have an attack where they pop spikes out of their body and then roll at you, and they will, that right there. And that will kill you if it runs into you pretty badly. So make sure to avoid those. But the good thing is, again, you're right next to a bonfire. So just come over here, reset whenever you want to, and that's the farm. I did this last night just for a little bit for fun and got, I think, 15 levels in about 30 minutes. It's pretty crazy. Now, let's say you want to do this. Let's talk about what you got to do. There is a bit of a thing to get to this. So let's talk about it. It is, as you see on the map, it is not just a location you can run to. This is actually underground on the far east side of the map. So let's break this down real quick for you. Stage 1 is talk to the guy at the very beginning of the game. I don't know if this is something you have to do, but right when you come out of the first step, there's a guy there with a mask on. Talk to him, exhaust his dialogue. Next, you're going to go over to here. This is the Rose Church. On the northeast side of the Rose Church is that guy. He talks all sorts of heretical nonsense. Don't listen to him. 2 fingers forever. And you can then get a quest from him to invade PvP worlds, and he will give you 5 of the items you need to invade PvP worlds. What I did is went to a relatively popular area, which was over here. You equip the item to invade PvPs. You invade their world. But here's the thing. A, you don't need to win. And B, you can just leave the world. There's a finger severer that you get early in the game. You can use the PvP item, go into a PvP world, and then immediately use the finger severer, and then you'll jump out of the PvP if you don't want to do it. Do that 3 times. Once that's done, go back to the Rose Church on the northeast side, talk to the guy again. He'll be like, whoa, you did PvP, good for you. And he'll be like, that's awesome. You want to keep going with this whole thing we're doing? And you go, yes. And then what he does is he gives you a piece of cloth. And he says, on this piece of cloth, normally what you would do is you would kill your maiden. And then you would put the cloth in her blood and then bring that to me. But you are maidenless. So what you can do is you can find another maiden to do that. So at that point, what you want to do is you want to truck your butt right back over here to the Church of Vows. And you want to ride your little horse all the way up to here, the Church of Inhibition. This is not the easiest area, and keep in mind the Eye of Sauron will be trying to kill you most of the time. You'll see what I'm talking about when you do it. So the best thing to do is kind of hug the left side as much as you can and kind of just curve your way up to here. These are different ledges, different heights, so you may have to find some ways up here and there. But once you get up to the Church of Inhibition, my kind of church, you'll notice that at the very end on the left-hand side, there's a maiden slumped over in a chair. When you have the white piece of cloth, you'll be able to use that on the maiden, and that will make it bloody. Once you've done that, you return back down to here, and our friend is like, yay, you did more good stuff. Want to join us? And you go, yes. At that point, he goes, okay, well, welcome to the club. Hope you like it here. Jackets in the left, bathrooms on the right. Now, I'm going to give you an item, and with this item, you can go and talk to our head honcho. But whatever you do, don't do it. Equip the item and use it. Right in front of his face, preferably. At that point, you will be warped to here. This is where you are going to be. Right down here at the bottom of these stairs. Now, this area sucks. It has a lot of mobs that do a lot of damage very quickly and at range. So the first thing you want to do is you want to run up the nearby stairs, run up to the second floor, and get this bonfire. That way, just in case anything bad happens, you have a way back. I think you can probably use the amulet again, but regardless, get this bonfire. Now, after that, you want to jump on your horse, you want to put on blinders, and you want to make your way up the zone line, just like this. Run down here, run around this guy here, get up here, and then you'll come up a little ledge, and then get the Palace Approach Ledge Road bonfire. When you get to this bonfire, you are essentially good to go. You will see it right here. This is the ledge. You can see right there that where all the guys that I'm killing are. Once you get here, you can start your farm. And most importantly, you can warp back whenever you want. So, that is probably the best rune farm in Elden Ring. I have looked around, and we did talk to our community last night. If there is a better one, I don't know where it is quite yet. If you do the bird farm right over here, and again, if you bring a bow and a lot of arrows, a bow's a little bit easier than spells because the spells get hit on that tree right there. Supposedly you can get millions of runes an hour doing that, like millions. So you can just come here on your character and just get all of the levels you possibly want to do any build that you want to. So I do want to thank the internet as a whole for cluing me onto this, also my community as well. We did not find this farm. It was granted to us via various items on the internet, but a lot of people in my community wanted to know about it, so we thought we'd make a video as well. On that note, you can find me at twitch.tv/CohhCarnage. Hope you drop by. We've got all sorts of fun games coming up, including more of this game. This is our second run, and we are up to 13 deaths, I think, in our mage. It's been a lot of fun. So stop by, say hi, and as always, thanks for your time.